Hey man, I want to talk to you about something that's probably been weighing heavily on your mind. Something that, at some point, every guy goes through, but no one really tells you how to handle it properly. Heartbreak, rejection, loss. I know you probably felt like you were doing everything right, putting yourself out there, being vulnerable, and trying to connect with someone. Then out of nowhere, it all comes crashing down. You get rejected. Maybe she says she's not ready for a relationship. Maybe she pulls away. Maybe it just feels like she's playing games. Whatever the reason, the result is the same. You feel empty, lost, like a part of you was torn away. And I get it. It hurts, bad. But there's something really important here. Something that you might not realize in the moment. Something that will, years from now, make sense. Let me explain why that rejection, that heartbreak, is actually one of the most crucial experiences you will ever go through as a man. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This feeling, the sting of rejection, is real. It feels like you've given part of yourself and had it thrown back in your face. It makes you question your worth. You start to wonder, what's wrong with me? Maybe you've been there before, stuck in a cycle of self-doubt, feeling like you're never enough and that you'll never measure up. But here's the truth. Rejection isn't about you being less than. It's not a reflection of who you are or what you're capable of. It's not a knock on your value as a man. It's just part of the game. And once you start to understand that, you'll start to see rejection for what it really is. Let's get real here for a second. You know that feeling you get when she pulls away? The frustration, the anger, the helplessness? Yeah, that feeling is intense. But it's also a signal. It's your body, your mind, telling you that something needs to change. See, most guys let rejection knock them down and stay there. They sulk in their pain, they wallow in their emotions, and they think that it's just the end. But that's not how it works if you want to build something more meaningful, if you want to be better, stronger, and more self-aware. Rejection can be one of the greatest lessons in your life if you're willing to face it head-on and learn from it. When you get rejected, it's an opportunity to take a hard look at yourself and ask, what am I lacking? Where can I improve? You don't need to change who you are, but maybe you need to change how you approach life, how you approach relationships, how you approach your own self-worth. You can either get bitter and shut down, or you can get better. And I'm telling you, getting better is the way to go. If you've been rejected, or if you're feeling that sting right now, understand this. It's your responsibility to take that pain and use it to push you forward. It's time to work on yourself, not just for her, not for the validation, but for you. Real self-improvement isn't about getting the approval of others. It's about realizing your potential and being the best version of yourself. A lot of guys get stuck in this fantasy that once they find the right girl, everything will just click. They think all the problems will disappear. But here's the thing. When you're constantly chasing external validation, when your happiness hinges on a girl's affection, you'll never be happy. You'll always feel like something's missing. The truth is, becoming the man who doesn't need validation from anyone is the man who will eventually attract the right people, whether that's women, friends, or opportunities. And the first step in that is developing yourself for the sake of your own growth. Now, if you're still feeling that sting, I want you to hear me out. Heartbreak isn't the end of the world. It's the beginning of something else. Every man who's ever achieved anything of value has had to go through failure, rejection, and loss. It's part of the process. And if you look closely, you'll see that each heartbreak, each time you've been knocked down, is a stepping stone. It's building you into someone who understands not just how to love, but how to love yourself. I know that sounds cheesy. Love yourself. But think about it. How are you supposed to show up for anyone else if you don't have a solid foundation in yourself? How are you supposed to lead a healthy, strong relationship if you can't lead your own life? The pain you feel now is shaping you into a stronger, more grounded version of yourself. You're learning not to be afraid of discomfort. You're learning that you can't control everything, and especially how people feel, but you can control your reaction to it. That is power. I want you to stop seeing rejection as something that happens to you and start seeing it as something that happens for you. You're not the victim here. You're the one who gets to decide how you move forward. The only thing that stands between you and becoming the man you want to be is your mindset. So you got rejected. So what? The question isn't, why did she reject me? The question is, what's next for me? What are you going to do about it? Will you get caught up in the negative emotions, the why me, pity party? Or will you take this as an opportunity to level up, to focus on things that will make you better, stronger, more capable? You have the power to take control of your life and your emotions. So take responsibility for how you feel, how you react, and how you move forward. Here's the thing. You'll never escape rejection, and you'll never escape heartbreak. But that's not a bad thing. It's part of the journey. And I promise you, one day, when you look back on this moment of pain, you'll see it for what it really was. A turning point. A moment that shaped you into the man you're becoming. You might not believe it now, but the rejection, the loss, the heartbreak, it's leading you to something better. You'll learn to understand women more. You'll learn to understand yourself more. And most importantly, you'll learn how to build a life that's fulfilling, regardless of any one person's approval or affection. It's not easy. I'm not going to lie to you. But that's what makes it so valuable. The pain you're feeling right now, it's temporary. But the strength you'll build from facing it head on, that'll last you a lifetime. So next time you face rejection or heartbreak, remember, it's not the end. It's a lesson, it's an opportunity, and it's leading you to something better. Don't waste this pain. Turn it into fuel. Turn it into drive. Use it to become the man you were always meant to be. You've got this. Keep moving forward. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Write your thoughts down below.